the young goalkeeper who had been promoted to the first team before Hans Seger's arrest and questioning by police about possible match-fixing allegations. Today, Sullivan gets another chance to establish his credentials, with Segers returning to the team just as a substitute. Well, Wimbledon, with 8 first-team players still injured, persevere with the defence of 3 centre-backs that Manchester United found so difficult to break down, and which proved the foundation for last week's win at Sheffield Wednesday. But up front, they've not yet got a goal scorer on double figures. Crystal Palace's Chris Armstrong reached that total of 10 when he returned in midweek after a 4-match absence for taking cannabis. Palace are unchanged from the team that also beat Sheffield Wednesday in their last match, 2-1 here on Tuesday, and they need Armstrong to re-find his goal-scoring touch if they're to win a fight against relegation. Referee Dermot Gallagher of Banbury said before the match that he's had a quiet season so far and hopes that it will continue. To get it away from Perry into the middle, and it was Warren Barton, the saviour. But there was a touch there from Chris Armstrong, back in the side now after his troubles and his positive dope test, which suggested a renewed appetite for the fray. Palace in the middle, and in comes the corner. Keeper missed it, on the line. The whistle's gone, there's a right old tussle. Oh! Well, the pictures don't really need a caption, do they? And we're only in the first couple of minutes and still they're at it. There was a lot of anger about the challenge on the keeper when the corner came over. And at times, that incident almost resembled a scrap outside a public house. There's Eric Young going in, and that's what caused the anger. And that's what's bringing Eric Young a yellow card. But let's hope it's not an indication of what's to come on the afternoon. But for a young man trying to make his mark on the game, that was quite a scary opening moment. Get the cross, beautifully delivered to the forehead of Armstrong by John Selhurst, whose skill had made the space, and he couldn't have delivered the cross any better. Southgate's block will go from the corner. These two sides didn't manage a goal when they met here in the Premier League in what was then Crystal Palace's home fixture. Barton will take the corner. Vinnie Jones steaming in, and it's given. Vinnie Jones seemed to just head it out of the hands of Nigel Martyn. It was the sheer force of his arrival. Vinnie Jones celebrating his 3rd goal of the season. And should Nigel Martyn have kept hold of this? Well, there was a defender in front of him, and there was also John Goodman. 2 of them there, and Jones just threw himself there, and it never reached Nigel Martyn. Palace haven't complained about the fact that Goodman may have been balking their keeper. Here's Selhurst with those quick feet again. Gets it into the 6-yard box. Dowie! Armstrong! Grease had the shots, and Barton scooped it out. And Palace just didn't have the right man standing on the right spot. Any one of 2 or 3 of them might have knocked it in. And some desperate defending for Wimbledon, having just taken the lead. Selhurst having a good look where people are. Out by Reeves. Holsworth will get to it first. Oh, nicely done for Warren Barton, but he's on his own. Needed a few more black shirts to support the New England player. Carried that ball into the Palace half, and there were 6 people around him. Here's Holsworth. Well, he got a touch on it on his own. Inside Shaw, good ball to Gale, it's a great chance. It's 2-0 Wimbledon, and Crystal Palace, having been threatening at one end, when they looked up for players to support the attack, there weren't any. Warren Barton stole it, and suddenly they were always backpedaling and in trouble. And Marcus Gale, the former England youth international, arrived to hit it left-footed in off the foot of the post. Well, Crystal Palace, with their inability to score, face a very nervous end to the season. Still on 34 points, 18th in the Premier Division at the start of the match, beaten at Selhurst Park by their tenants, Wimbledon. Marcus Gale, who got the second goal, it was the pick of the two.